This guy, when you were in LA, you kind of were hearing on the streets about this guy and some scripts. And you want to tell them the story?
Actually, we were looking for a writer, me and John Esposito, who I'd come up with a story from Dusk till Dawn. I had come up with a story from Dusk till Dawn, which was actually based on a drive-in, which is closed down now, but when I was a kid in high school, I used to go to this drive-in outside of town, and it was from Dusk till Dawn all night drive-in on the weekend, so you could watch, you know, five horror films in a row, 5 horror films in a row, and that's how I got the title for the movie From Dusk till Dawn, which was a vampire movie. It takes place in a Mexican strip club, and you know, about 2 outlaws.
Oh, I know all about it.
So I wrote this story and then went to find a writer. And originally John Esposito, who actually right now is writing the Walking Dead web series, and he was going to write the film. He also wrote Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, and he ended up going away to work on set for Graveyard Shift, because actually finally, after years of pushing it through, they got it off the ground and they're shooting it. And so we decided while he was gone, we're going to find a writer to do the script for Dusk based on the story I've written. And so we hired Quentin. Me and him put half our money in it. Quentin was a guy that we heard about that was working at a video store at the time, but he had these awesome scripts: Reservoir Dogs, True Romance, Natural Born Killers, you know. And you're like, so we read those samples and went, hey, he's perfect. We should get him to write Dusk. Right. So we hired him. He quit his job, and then that was film history. Now he's like, big time.
Yeah, he's out there, man. One of my favorite directors.
So, he does awesome movies.
Yeah, he does. As a director out there in LA, you got all these big things happening, and you just moved from special effects to being a noticed, writer, director, helping producing. What makes you say, hey, I'm going back to Ohio?
Stupidity. No, actually, it was the best decision I ever made. Most people would say it was stupid, I could be doing more there, whatever it is. And I'm like, I'm completely comfortable doing what I'm doing here. Yeah, it would be, it's, the difference is you trade one thing for another. Right. And one thing, when you come back here, it's quieter, it's less stressful, even though I'm stressed half the time. Doesn't matter, you own your own business, you're stressed.
Having a big hand in the horror film industry, when we were talking earlier, we're better than Ohio in the middle.
Well, Ohio is actually the Midwest is like the haunted attraction industry, like kind of center, which is weird, because now we not only do a special effects for movies and visual effects and shoot music video, shoot and produce and whatever, but we also do like our own haunted attraction line, which caters to the haunts, and they're all over the country, but the Midwest is the biggest concentrate, of like haunted attraction, haunted, theme park things and theme attractions.
Well, let me ask you a question for your subconscious right now. When you're driving around out in LA on the IX or some shit, and you're just thinking about this horror movie that you're directing.
Yeah.
How many ideas?
Very little inspiration came from anything while I was in LA. It all came thinking about what was back here, or something completely different.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, because unless you're doing a noir Hollywood movie about a Hollywood actor getting killed during a film or whatever. Right. That's but you can't get the look in LA of like anything, that's in the Midwest.
Yeah, exactly.
Old factories, junkyards,
Well,
completely different looking junkyards in LA compared to here.
I kind of went past the road I was supposed to take, so I was taking other routes, and I was like, wow, this is like doing a location shot, man. Everywhere I'm seeing, I could put a movie at, man.
Yeah, and the cities look different too. I mean, because you got the old brick buildings, and
Right.
even in Crestline here, what's awesome about it is they have still streets that are brick.
Right.
And, you know, this used to be a big train
Yeah.
intersection here. And they used to have a roundhouse outside of town with the trains would come
Yeah.
through, they would drive down the center of the streets.
And then
You
spin
know,
out.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, and they'd flip them around and shoot them out another.
Well, a lot of people out there don't know what roundhouse means, so I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that was. But the one
They don't know what records mean, but I
there you go. That's true. So
what's vinyl?
I work across TV. I am out here in the area where they hand sew everything. I don't know, what do you call your area? The sewing area? The sewing area. This is Master Sewer Becky. She's in here working on some inner lining for the mask. Looking for this? You're looking for this. CreatureCore.net. Alright, sweet. So, come on, baby.